everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another third-party Transformers video review. And this time I have TFC Toys Hydrant from their Prometheus project. As most of you know, Hydrant is TFC Toys' take on Hotspot. And as you can see, it's actually a really big box. He does have a very long ladder, and if you're familiar with some of my reviews, you may already know what happened to that thing. And if you've kept up with issues on this guy, you probably know what also happened. I'm very unhappy about it, but I'll go into it a little bit later. But you know, you have his gun right here and some other things, and you have your picture right here. But you come along here, and we have a picture of him in robot mode. And then you come here on the back, and you can see his three different forms. So you have his vehicle mode, his robot mode, and then his combiner mode, which he becomes the body of Prometheus. So then you come here to the side, and you have a full-bodied artwork picture of Hydrant right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box and check him out. Alright, so I'm back, and here I have Hydrant out of the box and in his alt mode, which is a blue fire truck. It's a very nice fire truck. It's got a lot of detail on it. So, along with him inside the box, he also comes with a couple things. So he comes with his weapon, which is a Gatling gun, a very large Gatling gun that you can actually take and attach to here to make the front part of this right here, and it makes a little nozzle thing for him. And then, see the nozzle. And then you get this piece in here, and this is actually for Gumball. Because if a lot of people are familiar with the Protectobots, when they made the G1 artwork, they actually mistransformed him. Originally, how you're supposed to have it is you have, for one of the arms, this arm right here, the top, I guess, right arm would be, if he was facing this away, is it would be red alert. And then you have Gumball as a leg, and then you have, you know, your other two right here. But for this, they actually had it switched, so they had the car as the arm, and then the ambulance as the leg. So this actually right here, it's for the purpose of making Gumball an arm. So basically this attaches into it, and this moves the connector bit so that it's more proportionate for an actual arm. And then this actually can it can also connect to him in foot mode also, which it kind of goes in the back and kind of gets shoved in there. I'll show you on the instructions. I don't know if I'll put it in combined mode, but maybe, I'm not really sure right now. But he also comes with this piece, and then he also comes with these little pieces right here, and there's some little things that go in here. I don't know exactly where these go, but they're for some kind of handle. But then you have these pieces right here, and these are the pieces. There should be 4 of them on there, and these are the actual pieces that were in the instructions that I had no idea what were used for. But these actually connect to the feet, the bottom of the feet, so that you can actually connect their 2 guns into that. And I don't know if I'm actually going to do that or not. I might show it off. I'm not really sure right now. Probably not, though, because it's not really needed. And then it comes with his instructions. So you have that. So it's all like that. And then you have his little bio card, or not bio card, but tech spec kind of card, because it doesn't have a bio on there. It just has his technical data. And it looks like, wow, he's actually tied for strength, endurance, and courage. So as I was saying before with Gumball, I'll go ahead and show you this right here. So what you would do to make him a leg is you have this piece right here. So this is actually to make him into an arm. So you see how it's right here, it's up at the top. It would make it look unproportionate. So you actually take this and connect this right here, and then connect this into here, and then it moves the connector port down. And then you have this part right here where you put in between the legs, and it makes the arm connector. See right here. And then you have, if you just want to have them in regular foot mode, see these are the the extra pieces that I was saying with that connect the guns. That's where you do that, and then this right here you can actually take and connect it to the back right here for storage in foot mode. So I'll show that off, but I'm probably not going to do him in an ARM mode. So, but it's just a little extra fun thing that they decided to add that they didn't need to put in there, but I'm glad they did. So we'll go ahead and go into, I guess, let me show off the ladder real quick. So the ladder, it does extend, and it extends really far. So this is, here, I'm gonna keep it at the same pace, and you can see how long the ladder is. So that goes all the way to the end of him. So see, that's pretty long. Let me get my tape measure and put the 0 at the end of the ladder right here. See, it's at the end of the ladder, and then so it's just at a little over 22 inches. So it's about 22.5 inches long, fully extended. If you want to go to the end of the red right here, with it being fully extended, it's right at 23. It's a little over 23. It's like 23 and maybe 2/3 of an inch, so, or 3/4 maybe. So it's really long, and it's a nice ladder. It just has, it's prone to breaking, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. But let's go ahead and, as you can see, it rolls really nicely. So it's just me pushing it, and it just rolling on its own. I'm not having to push it very hard, but it does have a lot of really nice gray paint apps, and that's really nice. I do like that. If you look up here in the front, you have a lot of clear pieces. This is actually not missing something. This is actually a horn, and this is a light. So if you look at the actual front of the box, you're going to see that this doesn't have any red piece on there. So don't be alarmed if you get yours and it doesn't have that piece on there. Oh man, I didn't connect this together. I always forget to connect these two pieces together right here. I'm not going to worry about it. Anyways, I can't pull it apart because of the way that this is tabbed in. So let's go ahead and show off his transformation. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull off the ladder because I always do. So I'll pull off that ladder, and you can actually see where the combined head is. That's actually where it's stored right there. So you take and put this together, and then you're going to take this and then flip this like this, and then see that there's two posts right there that goes into that hole. And that's normally where you have it tabbed in this mode right here. So what you'll do is you'll take, and we're going to start on the feet first. So you want to take and untab this so that it tabs into here. And you'll see that there's this that tabs in right there. So that into there. And then there's another tab. If you come underneath here, there's a tab that's on the waist, and it tabs into this piece. So you untab. And you just want to be careful with these panels. I've seen a little bit of stress on it, but I'm not afraid of it breaking. So, but you know, always with third-party companies, be careful. So go ahead and pull that like that. So next, what we want to do is we want to flip this up, and then you have to kind of turn it just a little bit like this, and you want to pull this piece up like that, and then you want to take, and this piece is going to tab into there, and then you're going to fold that up, and then you'll do this. So you got to turn that like that, flip this back like this, and then flip this in. Alright, and then once you have all that, then it's to these parts right here. So you want to flip that down, flip this up, and that tabs into there, and then you want to start rotating this around like that. And then you want to bend it right here and fold it like this, and that'll actually go in and kind of clip together, and that's how it is right there. That's where it's going to be. So we'll do that for this side. You see this part right here, and that's where it connects together. So take and go like that. Just fold that down so you can see that happening. And then you can take and then split the legs apart. And then now we want to work on the feet. So this is going to be the heel, these pieces, and this is going to be the front of the foot. So take that, flip it down, rotate this around. Flip this down, rotate this around. And like that. And then once you have that done, actually, I'm sorry, this is the heel, this is the front of the foot. You want to rotate this around at the waist. So there's two waists. There's the top waist and then there's a bottom waist. You want to rotate at the bottom waist joint, right there. Alright, so then we have the legs. Let me get that all kind of situated there, and then we bring the camera up. As you can see, it's really high up there. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring it like this because it's a little bit easier to do. So let me bring the camera back down again so that I'm not holding it up all the way. So we'll do it right about there. That should be pretty good. Alright, so for this part right here. So you want to go ahead and split this right down the middle. And then you want to take and go like this. First of all, what we're going to do is we're actually going to take these connect points right here, and we're going to flip those down like that. Alright? So, see this? So that's basically how that is, and then you take this connector port and you go like that into here. Alright, so then you flip this down like that, flip it around. Alright, and then once you have that, then what you want to do is you want to disconnect this. So you're going to pull this up because it's tabbed into this part right here. Then you're going to take and flip this, turn this around, and then there's, see that hole right there, and then that tab. So tab that into there. And then you're going to come and bring this up like that. It's going to be, I think, like that. I don't exactly remember, but the next step that you want to do is you want to take and extend this because it tabs into here, so you don't want to force it down because you'll damage this tab. So you have to extend it out to get it off of this tab, and then rotate the arm down. So it's like that. It goes like that, and then you'll see that there's a hole right there, and it's going to tab into that tab right there on the side. Alright, so that's one down. So now the second arm. So you pull this apart, take this, rotate this around, and you're going to tab it into there, and then you'll take and pull this apart, because of that tab right there. So you have to pull that apart and then rotate it down. Alright, and so we have that, and that's going to tab into there, and then you take and rotate that down. Then you're going to take this and then rotate this down to right here, and it makes the chest part. Alright, and the arm up, you want to pull the hand out. Pull the hand out. And then you want to take the head, and you got to pull the head up, and then you have to double click. So you hear two clicks when you pull it up, and then it'll seat in there really welly. Really well. Okay, yeah. Alright, so next is for the ladder. And this is the son of a bitch part. So, and I think a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. This is where pretty much everybody's breaks at. So if you have one of these and you haven't broken it yet, congratulations. if you're thinking of buying one, then don't transform this ladder. Just if you transform this guy into this mode, take the ladder off and just, leave it in the box, because it's not worth transforming the ladder and breaking it. Because basically what they do is they put this pin in here, and the pin is pushed in so hard that it shears the plastic off of it. See? And I have contacted, I don't know how many people, how many times. I've contacted, because I bought this at TF Source. So, this was back when I was in good standing with TF Source. I would, I'd send them my videos. They'd post my videos. Everything seemed good. And I called them out on a couple things, especially, number one, their shipping. And I started bugging them about this, and they stopped contacting me, or they stopped responding to me on my, because I would contact them on Facebook, and I'd always get this thing, oh well, we were just at a con, and we're trying to get back into the swing of things, and I'll post your videos when we get back in and everything's okay. Or I'd get one, yeah, I'm posting your videos right now, and then they would never post. And so basically I just got tired of it. I stopped, I stopped contacting them, and, I would send them Facebook messages about this thing. I'd send them emails about this thing. I'd sent TFC toys, things on this stuff, and nobody's responding back on if they're gonna fix these, if they're gonna have any kind of replacements for it. In nothing, and it absolutely pisses me off, because I loved the kind of quality that I was getting with TFC toys, especially with Hercules. They did mess up a lot of things, but they sent out replacement parts, and I was fine with that. Send out replacement parts. We'll let you fix it. We're sorry. Here, we're fixing it for you. But this, nothing. Blades came out, or whatever they called him, Vortex or something. I have no idea. I'm going to do his review next. But no parts in there. No replacement parts. No nothing. You know what? You can take this, and you can take the ladder out, and you can have just this as a replacement, and you don't need to put these damn tabs in there. You can just have it in there like this. You don't have to put the pins in there or anything. Just leave it like this. If the pins were not put in there, this thing would not have broken. So it really put me in bad standings with two companies. So I hardly ever order from TF Source anymore because of this, because it kind of gave me a bad taste in my mouth. Up to then we were in good standings with each other. I wanted to build a working relationship with them, with just some of my videos and things, and just all of a sudden they just kind of dropped off. I don't know if they put me in a blacklist or something, or just decided, to totally ignore me. I really lost faith in this company after this. In both companies, really, just because I felt like we were having a working relationship. The only thing I really asked for, originally, he mentioned, I was actually ordering stuff from overseas and having it shipped, and I was getting it really fast, and I decided, hey, since these guys are going to help me out, I'm going to help them out. I'll buy exclusively from them, and I'll get it shipped here. The only thing I even asked them for, they even said, well, we can give you a discount on a certain number of figures per month or something. And I was like, I don't even want that. This is what I want. I want to be able to be first to receive these products. I don't even really care about prototypes. That's not what I'm into. I'm into actually showing off the finished product, what people are actually going to get. Because then you run into issues like this, and I wanna tell everybody about how I feel about these toys, especially with this being like $120, $130 figure, and then something like this happening with it, and then nobody responding back. So it really chafed me, and I have no idea what happened to them. It seems like they just kind of dropped off the map here. Man, if you guys from TF Source do see this, because I have no idea what happened to you guys. I really did love you guys. I loved buying figures from you and having a working relationship, and eventually hoping, I could be, not take Pia's replace, but be a substitute for him. I lost faith in you guys, and that's why I've stopped ordering from you. And a lot of my friends, they ask me, where should I buy things from? Where should I buy? And I used to say TFC Toys, or I used to say TF Source all the time. TF Source this, TF Source, TF Source. And now your name hardly ever comes out of my mouth. But this really is not a hate video about TF Source. If you guys want to get in touch with me, you know how to get in touch with me. If you want to make this thing right, you know how to get in touch with me. And that's where I'm going to leave it. So basically, to transform this, you want to undo these, because this kind of locks it into place, so that you can then go up and down like this with it in truck mode, or in fire truck mode. And to get it to fit on the back, the reason why you need to transform it is because it's way too long for his back. When you do it like this, see, it goes way past his feet. See? Like that. But you can actually take it and swing this around. So you take this and you swing it around on here. And you swing this around like that. And then it fits on his back without scraping the ground. So there you go. And then you have this gun right here. So you take and you flip that out, and you flip this like that, and then you have a big old nice chain gun. I have problems actually getting it in his arm, so I'm not gonna have him hold it. But basically, you have to have him two-handed. So. All right, for his articulation, we'll go ahead and come up to the top. We'll start always like we always do, up here at the head. So the head is not on a ball joint. It's actually, I think it's pinned in, so it only turns left and right. It doesn't, you can't get it to go up and down or anything. Now there's a lot of joints here on the arms. So there's a joint right here, so you can go out. I think that's the only one that's there. Now you can actually go like that. So you have that out, and then you have the twist right here, so that goes forward and back. And then you can actually take this, and if you go up here, then this will actually rotate out like this. Or, like I said before, you can go like that, and you can pivot there. It's kind of up to you, really. Like that. Okay. And then down here to the waist, you have two different waists. There's a waist right here, and that's going to be his main waist. You have one down here, but that's really more along for transformation. Then you come down here to the legs, and you have basically, like all of them, you have the two joints. You have a joint that goes forward and back, and then you have a joint that goes out to the side. So, and then you get to, where's the pivot? The pivot's right here, and then you have your knee joint, and that's another ratchet. And then you come down here, and you have a couple ball joints here, and then you have this pivot right here to move this heel. And you can move it down a little bit, and you can mainly move it up because of transformation, but it's basically what you're going to get with this guy. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this review of Hydrant. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you next time.